Hello, everyone. This is C.L.Cannon of Fiction Atlas Author Services. It's Feel Good Friday again. Every Friday, I'll be bringing you inspiring stories and interviews about the author journey. I'm here today with the fabulous contemporary and erotica author and one of my dearest friends, Janae Keyes. Thanks for joining us, Janae.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Janae. I write contemporary and erotic romance. I am originally from California, but I currently live in the country of Belgium with my husband and my daughter, who is insane. And um, I spend every inch of my free time writing.
You seriously do, because I've been on chat with you. um, okay, so what sparked your love of writing, and how old were you when you first wrote your first story?
My first story that I wrote, I think, was maybe first grade. One of our projects was to make books, and most of the kids just made picture books, but I wanted picture books with actual dialogue and writing, and so I was the weird kid.
That's awesome, though.
And it just grew further. My school was really into making us write, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
So in second grade, we had writing time. Third grade, my third grade teacher, who is one of my biggest fans, she teaches kindergarten now, is huge on writing, and we had writing hour every day in her class, and it was my favorite time of the day.
That's awesome.
And I still have a few of my folders from her class.
That is awesome. It's good to have a support system like that early.
So yeah, as a kid, and I started writing fan fiction in middle school, and I always said I want to write an actual book that's my own book, and I'm gonna put it out. And for years, I would say, okay, I'm gonna put out a book this year. I'm gonna put out a book this year, and every year would go by until just over a year ago when I decided I'm going to write a whole book.
And you
And I
did.
did.
What has been the most challenging part of becoming an author?
Time, especially because I have a 2-year-old right now.
Mm-hmm.
She was a baby when I was writing my first book, and it was a lot easier because I could put her on me and she could nap and I could write. Now she's older and has a lot of energy, and it's really hard to find the time between making sure she's not killing herself and right. Um, and I'd say the next hardest thing would be feedback in terms of reviews, and actually the public reading your book is really scary. And I've had some terrible experiences, but then I've had some really great experiences that kind of level it out.
Right. I think that's probably going to be like my most, like, the thing that I'm going to be tore up the most about when I finally get mine out is like worrying that people are going to hate it. But what has been the most rewarding thing about becoming an author?
I would say the same as my last answer, people reading it. I actually have people, read it and say they like it. Like the insane things that go on in my head that people actually like this stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. And that's been one of the most rewarding parts. Besides, having some supplemental income,
Right.
which is so nice. It helps the family stay balanced in that we're able to do more, and I'm able to do more as a person besides what I make at my day job, being able to go, okay, I have a tiny little bit of extra money that I can invest into things that normally go with writing.
Right. It gives you that kind of security and you don't have to worry so much. And you're doing something you love, so.
Yes.
Um, what tools do you use to write?
I mainly use Google Docs. Google Docs is my favorite tool. I love that everything is in the cloud and that I can use it pretty much at all times because I have the Docs app on my phone. So when I'm not at home on my computer writing, I'm on my phone writing. Um, I will sit in the parking lot at work sometimes if I get to work way too early, and I'll write on my phone. Google Docs is one of my favorite tools ever. I just started using OneNote to help me plan a novel, which has been really fun to play with because I first got OneNote when I first went to college and I hated it for taking notes in college, but it's really actually kind of helpful when planning a novel because you can have the different tabs open and it's like scrapbooking in a way. And I really like the idea of just like throwing everything on the page, even though it can be kind of weird when I want to be really anal about how things are lined up.
You're very organized, especially compared to me. You're really, really organized. But I love what I got to see what you done with OneNote the other day. I thought that looked awesome.
I'm not that organized of a person.
People say that I am, but I'm kind of like, what? Have you saw me? if you've seen my notes and my the way that I arrange things in my house and stuff, you would never say that about me. But
it's insanity, and you're like, you're organized. What?
Yeah.
Why?
You kind of like look behind you, like, who are you talking to?
With writing, it makes things make more sense to me to try and be organized. I just ordered a planner, so I'm going to try and actually write things down. Because keeping track of everything that's going on, like the more I've been into it, there's so much more going on, and I have to keep track of it somehow. So I kind of forcing myself to be organized.
It's good though. It's good to have that discipline. What do you hope to accomplish this year with your writing?
My original goal was to release a novel a month. Though February it seems I won't be releasing a novel, but March I have 2, so it kind of will.
Yeah, you're just doubling up.
Yeah. Yeah. My biggest is releasing a novel a month. I'd really like to go to some author events, though I just canceled going to one because living in Europe it's really hard to get to events. Like if I can find events closer to California for when I'm actually in California, I might be able to attend some over the summer.
Right.
But yeah, just releasing books and writing, I realized I've slacked a lot. I used to be able to bust out a ton of words a day, and I haven't been doing that as often. And I've been taking really long breaks from writing, and I'm like, I need to get back on top of my game. So my biggest goal is a book a month and really getting words out. At least 2.5 thousand to 3,000 a day.
Wow, that is a lot. What advice would you give to other authors who may be struggling to achieve their dreams?
Don't quit and don't be scared. I know a lot of people who think it's really scary, which it is scary, but it's scary in a good way. There are people that I know are really great writers, and I've been trying to force them into doing it, and they've kind of backed off, or I send them messages about it, and they just won't respond.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm like, you could do it. Like, you could really put yourself out there. Like, there are people I know who could really make a mark in the world of writing and being an author and even being an indie author, but don't be scared. It's scary, but don't be scared.
Hey, you hit the ground running and you did great last year, so and I know you're going to do great this year, so that's sound advice. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much, Janae, for sharing your wisdom with us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to leave links to all of Janae's social media and buy links in the description. Please check them out. Janae is a fantastic writer, and I know you're going to fall in love with her books. If you or someone you know would like to request a Feel Good Friday interview, please send me an email at fiction-atlas.com with the subject Feel Good Friday. Thanks for joining us. Until next Friday.